Have you ever seen a bird with a giant, sparkling fan of feathers? If you have, you probably met a peacock. These incredible birds are famous for their amazing looks. But guess what? Only the boy birds are called peacocks. The girl birds are called peahens, and the baby birds are called peachicks. Altogether, the whole family is called peafowl. So when we see that big, beautiful tail, we are looking at a boy, a peacock, showing off his fancy feathers to impress the girls. It's like he's wearing a beautiful, glittery costume all the time just to say, "Look at me." The most famous part of a peacock is his long tail, which is called a train. This isn't just a few feathers. It can have over 200 long, shiny feathers. Each feather has a spot on it that looks like a big, colorful eye. When a peacock fans his train out, it looks like a huge shield covered in dozens of blue, green, and gold eyes staring right back at you. He can shake his train to make a rustling sound, which is another way he gets everyone's attention. These feathers can be super long, sometimes taller than you are, making the peacock one of the most glamorous birds in the world. But why do they have such a big, flashy tail? It's all about putting on a show. The peacock uses his train to find a girlfriend. When he sees a peon he likes, he will stand in front of her and spread his feathers wide. He will strut back and forth and even vibrate his feathers to make them shimmer and hum. The peahens will look at all the peacocks and choose the one with the biggest, brightest, and most beautiful train. It's like a big talent show, and the peacock with the best costume and best dance moves wins a date. Even though they are known for their beauty, peafowl are also very clever birds. They have a very loud and unique call that sounds a little like a person shouting for help. You can hear it from far away. This loud call is not just for fun, it's how they talk to each other. They use it to warn their friends if a predator like a tiger or a leopard is nearby. So, while they might look like they are just parading around looking pretty, they are also always watching out for their family and keeping each other safe from danger. Their big voice is just as important as their big tail. What does a beautiful bird with a giant tail like to eat for lunch? You might be surprised. Peacocks are omnivores, which means they eat both plants and animals. They aren't very picky eaters at all and will happily munch on a wide variety of foods they find on the ground. A big part of their diet is made up of things like seeds, juicy berries, and the soft green parts of plants. They walk slowly through the forest or fields, using their sharp eyes to spot tasty treats. They also love to eat flower petals, which is like eating a colorful salad. But peacocks don't just eat plants. They are also excellent hunters of small critters. They love to snack on insects like grasshoppers, crickets, and termites. They use their strong beaks to peck at the ground and snatch up any creepy crawlies they find. They are also brave enough to hunt for bigger things. Peacocks will eat small reptiles like lizards and even small, slithery snakes. In some places, farmers love having peafowl around because they help get rid of pests that might eat their crops. When it's time to eat, peafowl spend a lot of their days searching for food. This is called foraging. They usually look for their meals in the early morning and again in the late afternoon before the sun goes down. They tend to forage in small groups, which helps them stay safe. While some birds are looking down for bugs and seeds, others can keep an eye out for any danger. If one bird spots a predator, it will make a loud alarm call, and the whole group will run for cover or fly up into a tree to hide from harm. Giving them a balanced diet is very important, especially for the keepers who look after them in zoos or parks. They make sure the peafowl gets special bird food that has all the vitamins and minerals they need to stay healthy and keep their feathers bright and shiny. They might also give them yummy treats like chopped fruits and vegetables. A healthy diet helps the peacock grow a long, magnificent train and gives the peahen the energy she needs to lay her eggs and raise her peachicks. Good food means happy and beautiful peafowl. Where in the big wide world do these fabulous birds call home? Wild peafowl originally come from the warm forests and grasslands of Asia. They especially love areas that have a mix of open spaces for finding food and dense bushes or trees for hiding and sleeping. They need access to water, so you will often find them living near rivers or streams. During the day, they spend most of their time on the ground, walking through the undergrowth. But when night comes, they don't sleep on the ground where predators can easily find them. Instead of sleeping on the floor of the forest, peafowl fly up into the high branches of tall trees. This is called roosting. A group of peafowl will fly up together to find a safe spot to spend the night. Their long trains might seem like they would make flying difficult, but they can fly well enough to get up into the treetops. Roosting high above the ground keeps them safe from animals that hunt at night, like big cats. In the morning, as the sun rises, they fly back down to the ground to start their day of foraging and parading. When it's time for a peahen to lay her eggs, she doesn't build a fancy nest like some other birds. She looks for a secret, hidden spot on the ground. She will find a quiet place under a bush or in a small dip in the earth where she can stay safe and hidden from view. She scrapes together a simple nest using leaves, sticks, and grass. It's not very elaborate because its main job is to be camouflaged, blending in with the forest floor so that no one can find her precious eggs while she keeps them warm. The peahen will lay about 4 to 8 brownish-white eggs in her hidden nest. She is a very dedicated mother and will sit on her eggs for about a month, which is around 28 days, to keep them warm until they are ready to hatch. During this time, she has to be very brave and careful. Once the peacocks hatch, they are ready to go almost immediately. Within just a few hours, they can walk, follow their mom, and even start pecking for food. The mother peahen will teach them everything they need to know, from what is safe to eat to how to hide from danger. Did you know there is more than one kind of peafowl? The most famous type is the Indian peafowl, which is the one we usually think of with the brilliant blue neck and the giant green and blue train. As its name suggests, this peacock is originally from India, where it is the national bird. They also live in nearby countries like Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Because they are so beautiful, people have taken them all over the world to live in parks, zoos, and large gardens. So you might be able to see an Indian peafowl even if you don't live in Asia. The second type is the green peafowl. This peafowl looks a bit different from its Indian cousin. Both the male and female green peafowl have shimmering green and bronze feathers all over their bodies, not just on their necks. They also have a spiky crest on their head that stands straight up. These birds are found in the tropical forests of Southeast Asia in countries like Myanmar, Thailand, and Indonesia. Sadly, the green peafowl is much rarer than the Indian peafowl, and it's important that we protect their forest homes so they can survive. There is also a third, very mysterious type called the Congo peafowl. This bird was only discovered by scientists in 1936. It lives deep in the rainforest of the Congo Basin in Africa. It looks very different from the Asian peafowl. The male is smaller, with dark blue and green feathers, and doesn't have the same kind of super long train. The female is mostly brown and green with a reddish-brown crest. Because they live in such a remote and dense forest, they are very hard to find and study, making them a true jungle mystery. For thousands of years, people have been fascinated by peafowl. Ancient kings in India kept them in their royal gardens as a symbol of wealth and beauty. Their feathers were so prized that they were used to decorate crowns, fans, and clothing. People believed the eyes on the feathers represented the stars in the sky, or were all-seeing eyes that could offer protection. These amazing birds can also live for a surprisingly long time. In the wild, a peafowl might live for about 15 years, but when they are well cared for in a park or zoo, they can live for over 20 years, sharing their beauty with generations of people.